Before we do that, I thought we'd do a fun little segment of Brian Reads the News. Haven't done that in some time now. Found a cute little article here. Celebrities who live in Seattle. It says one of the most popular cities to live in Washington. Seattle is home to many celebs. This list includes information about celebrities who live in Seattle and the surrounding area, loosely ranked by popularity. Famous people from Seattle come in many forms. Some celebrities in Seattle are actors and other Seattle celebs are tech giants. A few of the most famous people in Seattle are members of the biggest rock bands of all time. Who are the famous people who live in Seattle? Bill and Melinda Gates have a $127 million mansion in Medina, Washington, which is about 15 minutes from Seattle. Jeff Bezos is another one of the Seattle celebrities. He lives in a 29,000 square foot home in Medina, Washington. Number one on the list is of course Bill and Melinda Gates, who have that $127 million mansion in Medina, Washington. 15 minutes from Seattle. He is 68 years old and his birthplace is Seattle, Washington, USA. Number two on the list is Anna Faris. She's 47 years old. Her birthplace is Baltimore, Maryland. Anna Faris was raised in Seattle and she has a house in San Juan Islands. Number three on the list is Danny Bonaducci. He's 64 years old. His birthplace was Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It says here Bonaducci lives in Seattle and works as a DJ for Seattle's KZOK, the classic rock station. Number four on the list is Jeff Bezos. He's 60 years old and his birthplace is Albuquerque, New Mexico. It says here he lives in a 29,000 square foot home in Medina, Washington. He also has homes in Beverly Hills, Van Horn, New York City, and other locations. Number five on the list is Eddie Vedder. He's 59 years old and was born in Evanston, Illinois. It says here Eddie Vedder lives in West Seattle. Number six on the list is Bill Nye. He's 68 years old and was born in Washington, D.C. Says Bill Nye moved to Seattle after graduating from Cornell and he still lives here today. Number seven on the list is Bill Russell. NBA legend Bill Russell lives in Seattle. He coached the Seattle Supersonics from 1973 to 1977. Russell is 90 years old and his birthplace was West Monroe, Louisiana. Number eight on the list is Dave Matthews. He's 57 years old. He's born in Johannesburg, South Africa. It says here Matthews and his family live in Seattle. He has lived there since the early 2000s. Number nine on the list is Howard Schultz. He's 70 years old. His birthplace was New York City, New York. It says here Schultz lives in an estate in Madison Park that is reportedly almost worth $30 million. Number 10 on the list is Dan Savage. He's 59 years old. His birthplace is Chicago, Illinois. It says here Savage has a home in Seattle's Capitol Hill. Number 10 on the list is Sir Mix-a-Lot. 60 years old. Birthplace was Seattle, Washington. First became a star in Seattle and he still lives in the city today. Number 11 on the list is Matt Cameron. He's 61 years old. His birthplace was San Diego, California. He's Pearl Jam and Soundgarden drummer. Cameron lives just outside of Seattle in Woodway, Washington. Number 11 on the list is Mike McCready. He's 58 years old and was born in Pensacola, Florida. According to his Twitter bio, Pearl Jam guitarist Mike McCready still lives in Seattle, though he is also on record as living in Orange County, California. Number 14 on the list is Tom Hulsey. Animal House actor Tom Hulsey currently lives in Seattle while he works less in Hollywood. He still produces plays. He's 70 years old and his birthplace is Detroit, Michigan, USA. Final celeb on the list is 64-year-old Yuji Okamoto. He's the Karate Kid 2 actor. Okamoto lives in Seattle, owns the restaurant The Kona Kitchen. He was born in Los Angeles, USA, California. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little treat there. 15 celebrities who live in Seattle. Did you know all those people lived in Seattle? I didn't know. There was some. Anna Faris, I didn't know. She's San Juan's. There's some interesting ones in there. Danny Bonaducci, I didn't know he was settled here and works for that rock station. I know he had a job in radio, but I didn't know it was local. So there was some fun ones in there.